Good morning. I am long Apple here, 500 shares at 166.79. It is pre-market, so it's around 9 o'clock. Market doesn't open for another 30 minutes. I am planning on Apple having a nice bounce today. The market is up again, and Apple is red. And I do think this one will bounce today, so I am in. Going to see if we can get back at least up to 169.40. And then see from there. Okay, the market just opened here. You can see the 1 minute chart here. Apple had a nice pop of 540 on the trade. Gonna try to let this one work a little bit. See how it ends. Okay, it's still looking good. Been another 2 minutes, up 750. My first target, as I said earlier, this chart loads. It's the 5 minute chart. Will be maybe 169 if we can get there. But I will trail this now that I'm up decent. So if it drops, I'll hit out. Okay, market started to pull back a little bit, and I just took my Apple trade there at 169.28. You can see it had a nice move up, pulled back decently, then made a move, made a new high, but then it pulled back under that new high, and I didn't like that it didn't just take off. I wanted it to kind of blast through that high, not make it slightly new high and come back, so I sold. So that's Apple plus 745 in at 166.79, out at 168.28. Okay, now I just entered a short on Amazon. Market started to come off a little bit, and short 50 shares at 1461.48. So we'll see if we can get a pullback maybe to 1455. Okay, been a few minutes here. We did pop back up, come back down. I added a few more shares, just 15. I did miss the high of the day. Got a little spready and whippy, so it just went right back down. But I now have 65 shares, short at 1461.64. First target will be 1455. But I do think this has some room. I think you can get back down to the open, but that all depends on how the market's going to play out. But right now you can see at the bottom of the chart the market's starting to come off a little bit. Okay, it's been around 2 minutes. We're down here now at this last little pivot here. Up 245 in the trade. Definitely going to hold on to this one. Okay, Amazon is finally starting to come off. We did get below that previous pivot that you saw right before I paused the video. It came down, then it popped back up and just went sideways for about an hour and a half. So hopefully we get a little breakdown here underneath this pivot. Maybe get to this blue line, which is the open, 1350. But it is quite a strong stock, so I'm not holding out too much. Just going to see what it's going to give on this move here. Okay, I just covered that trade there for at 1458.50 for a $203 profit. It just wasn't going down. The market was trending down, and this stock was just going sideways, so that is a bad sign. I was expecting it to pull. My first target was 1455, and it just about got there and then just popped back up, and I was waiting still to get filled. And once the market started moving up again, and Amazon had a little bit of volume not so much a factor, but when the market was moving up and Amazon wasn't moving down earlier, I knew, because it was showing some relative strength, that it wasn't a good idea to stay short. So I covered up 948 on the day. Likely going to stop here. If anything comes up, I'll make another vid.